Guys, welcome to DauT versus LaaaaaN. This one will be 3 games played in the Bourgeois Fight Night. We have Britons for Mr. DauT and Mongols for LaaaaaN. In my opinion, a huge civ advantage here for DauT. I don't think that Mongols should be able to do too much. Britons for DauT and LaaaaaN, aka antagonist, is playing Mongols. So, someone before we started asked Nilly to tell us something about this tournament and this host. So, we will have Bourgeois. That's a German streaming channel on Twitch. They produce, I would say, 6 to 8 hours of new content every single day and are very diverse when it comes to what games they stream. It was originally founded by, I believe, 3 friends that all played StarCraft 2 on a very high level. Like, all of them Grandmaster and played tournaments. And later on, they, well, got some more. Now they have, I believe, like 7 full employed people. And have a studio here in Hamburg, Germany as well. It's a restart? Why?
Ready.
What?
Grayton.
Okay.
Mandatum.
Someone was trolling me. And That's so much better than Mongols? I think so as well. I don't like the choice. Okay, and they basically did host fight nights in the past for StarCraft 2, and now decided to host some fight nights as well for Age of Empires. The main guy, Honor, that was responsible for the fight night for StarCraft 2, is now responsible for the Age of Empires fight night as well. And he's only playing this game since, I would say, basically since it came out for DE. And yeah, he's really solid.
Mandatum.
He's already really solid and improving, very motivated to play. And yeah, they did a donation goal and instantly got like 3k euros for it. I think in the end it's now 3,101 euros, I believe, for the full prize pool. And yeah, the tournament, as you know, 8 players, 2 groups, 2 will in the end make it into the final. 1.4k for first. So lots of school talk here, apparently. Let me see what I can jump on. How many players get paid? 6. Out of the group, you get $100 for third, 100 euros for third, 300 euros for second, I believe 700 euros for first, and then in the finals you get an additional 700 euros. And last place, aka Nilly, won't get anything. The other group is Viper, Vilise, DauT, LaaaaaN, and group number B is Hera, Teto, Nikov, and me. So, yeah, pretty unfortunate there. By the way, DauT never built that house. Okay, now he is. And yeah, feels very nearly, man.
Ready.
Kind of killed my motivation. I also told them, yeah, Bonjour, what do you think about maybe getting some other people? And obviously a lot of people were interested, but they wanted to have a German player. And then I obviously said, I will enjoy some camera time for myself as well. Is there a bracket with the results somewhere? We just showed it on stream. I don't think there's anything like external of the stream.
Greeting.
It's on their homepage? Okay. Yeah, maybe you can send a link and we will find something out. Okay, neither player playing big aggression. Lots of villagers here on one wood line for Mr. LaaaaaN. Oh, he is. What is that? A man-at-arm opening? Pop 23. No, it's just Pop 23 Fast Castle. Interesting. Lots of wolves here around. Kind of interesting. 8 wolves there at the bottom. Relics. A bit better for LaaaN, I would say. Even went on to the outside to get some of those ibex. Results from yesterday are not updated. Yeah. The Viper won 2-1 against Feliz. I only caught game number 3. Yeah, saw the civs and turned off. You say it killed your motivation, but what do you think about the seeding system for most tournaments? For 32 players, it's most of the time seed 1 was seed 32 in first round. Yes, and that's how it should be. I don't really see the question there. You know that a 32-person tournament isn't designed for the 32nd player. But it's designed for number 17 till number 22. Because they can actually fight into making to the round of 16. If we kept it at 16 players, they would have no chance to advancing. That 32 loses against 1 makes total sense. And I think it should always be that way. Okay, DauT now losing his scout here against LaaaN. Nice move. And LaaaN with the faster feudal age timing is in. DauT didn't expect the pop 23 opening there. Pop 26 by the Lord behind this. Even 3 on gold. That's quite a lot. Lately, Viper has been letting his opponents take games away from him, right? If you mean lately, since he started playing this game, then yes. Lately he did that. Do I get a timeout for posting the bracket? I think yes, you will get one. But from the Hippobot, not from me. Oh, Hippobot is actually Nightbot. What about the seeding like it works in tennis? So maybe top 4 get seeded and the rest is random.
Grayton, ready.
Well, that's super unfair for everyone except the top 4. I think especially with online tournaments, that wouldn't really make a lot of sense. Because you're basically punishing all the other people just to make it a bit more random. Are feudal scouts also faster? Yes. They get more speed and +2 attack. Damn, the side-by-side in-game comparison between Lily and Bonjour. What did Bonjour do with his settings? I have no idea. No idea how good my quality is, actually. Sometimes people stop by and say, why is my quality so bad? Sometimes people stop by and say, it's the best quality I've ever seen. And I think it has to be something in between. Yeah, Mongols in Arena doesn't make too much sense, right? Unless you're Project Belgium, it's tricky to make it happen. What are you even opening? Mass skirmishers or what? Is antagonist LaaaN? Yes. Seeding all the way through like we see in Hidden Cup qualifiers the fairest way in my opinion. Yeah, I don't think that this system was good. Like going purely by rating. But seeding it through the end makes a lot of sense to me, yes. Like it's obviously very misleading, right? Especially the last 2-3 days, people quit games, people saw like look too queued up, try to play like tactics that aren't even allowed in the tournament. Yeah, like laming boars, for example, happened a lot in rated games, which normally doesn't happen, and it's not allowed in the tournament. Lily, since you're reading everything, do you rewatch, for example, the POV of Viper from this tournament that you cast? Last example, Fair Civ Club for study purposes? No. Like, that's not even an option for me, like close to zero interest. The thing that I could rewatch is like the ACCM cast, and I watched, like, I skipped through it. Viper casting my games. If Viper was going for the full best of 5 against ACCM, I'd probably watch the full series of in his cast and try to learn from what he's saying. Thanks for the content, Lily. You're welcome. Thanks for being so kind. So, 2 extra TCs now by Mr. LaaaaaN. DauT is playing it with 1 extra TC, 2 extra TCs, and the Monastery here. Will obviously have all the map control in the world, but without any upgrades on his archers. Let's take a look if the Monk can get anything done. Obviously survives a solid 7 shots before he dies. DauT, I believe, needs to run. Fletching could help out a lot here. What's the late game plan? Mass siege? That's what I said earlier. Lots of wolf ass on the field. Archer's now coming over, but should be spotted here. LaaaaaN is going back. Wants to get the conversions. LaaaaaN, DauT. They did not face in NAC, and that's bothering both of them. They even organized, or at least drunk NAC meet and greet. They told me they will do a show match against each other, both putting 50 euros on the line. And that I should make settings and cast. And I told them, sure, just give me a date. And I never heard back from them again. Fields land out in Niliman. Did it face an NAC3? Okay. Well, then they wanted to face again. Drunk DauT and LaaaaaN, yeah. Did DauT have a reverse sweep? I don't understand that question. I know every word you're using. Ah, it was the Vietnamese against Malay. Nah, it was Vietnamese against Mayans on Red Side Fortress. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And yeah, it was the reverse sweep indeed. Yeah, LaaaaaN leading 2-0 and then DauT coming back 3-2. I even did the interview after it. You're so right. How unexpected, Britain's going archers. Well, maybe not everyone is as educated as you. Now the Siege Workshop. Probably forcing out Fletching onto DauT, who at the moment is just playing the Crossman upgrade. Actually not gaining too much, right? You gained 1 range and 1 attack. You would do the same with Fletching. So if you don't want to do Fletching, you don't need the extra 5 HP, right? So actually Fletching is better if you don't want to upgrade both. Why is DauT not going for the relics? I think he is. He already got one. Oh, Siege Tower hop behind this. Ooh, sneaky boy. Sneaky boy. Yeah, macro lacking a bit behind this. We can all agree on that. Crossman, I think Fletching should come in. Mangonel won't do much. And yeah, there will be some exposed villagers. Do we have Loom behind this? No, we don't. No, we don't. And LaaaaaN has no idea about this. Oh boy. DauT going for the sneaky moves here. Hi there, the score count now actually meaningful? It was always meaningful. Okay, DauT now moving out. LaaaaaN instant reaction. Nice move. Mangonel is going back. And DauT, that's a relic he should have gotten. But to answer your question like you wanted to ask it, yes.
Yay.
3 GC still behind this. DauT running around. Didn't get any kills though. Does the tower hop still work in DE? Yes, it does. Now got Loom. Ooh, how did that villager survive? 12 HP there. Now running away from the Scorpions. DauT. He forced LaaaaaN into a lot of military. Now eats some Scorpion shots. Damn, I'm gonna try this in Arena. First time I see this used for Siege Tower. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Arena is basically the best map for it, but LaaaaaN, he already had the Siege Workshop, he already had the Scorpion and Mangonel. He can easily deal with this, and DauT, well, he didn't achieve too much. Mangonel is now coming over. Probably wants to trade this one off. Actually, I like the animation. And yeah, not much to do here, I believe. Let's see if he can out micro, but would really surprise me, honestly. Yeah, just getting the clear up here. Scorpions are so good in those situations. Villagers, yeah, no low HP ones. Just run. How greedily can you delay your military production on a walled map like Arena? Well, depends on your civilization and the civilization of your opponent, right? You can obviously be more greedy than on Arabia or another map where you're not walled. But going completely full boom and not knowing what your opponent is going for might mean you just die in early till mid castle as well. Please show will count table. Okay. Just was selecting some of the archers. Kinda sad how the proactive move lost him his crossbows. Yeah, I think after seeing the siege workshop, he could have gone back, but I think DauT didn't have vision of that earlier on. Maybe he did. Rally count is 3 for DauT, 1 for LaaaN, might be 4 for DauT. 4 for DauT and 1 for LaaaN now. Mangonel won't get the kill. DauT actually moves into the ground attack. Nice move there by LaaaN. Nice catch off.
Ein. Mandatum.
Still not a lot of crossman. DauT 4 villagers behind. LaaaN with a great boom behind. There's 4 TCs by him as well. Lots of farms working. Yeah, solid opening by him. Very solid opening. And lost to map control? I don't think so. I think map control is even at the moment. And since DauT got 4 relics, still think like if he was super active, he could have gotten all 5, but tricky to say. What are the matches today? DauT against LaaaN. Has any pro ever stream cheated in AoE history? Stream cheated? I have a... I think I know of someone that cheated once, but there is nothing confirmed. Yeah. Is this a show match now? No. Exclamation mark fight night. Redemption could be useful. I'm not sure if either civilization even has redemption. And Britons never needs to get redemption. They don't have it. And Mongols... neither. Yeah. Nice moves here by LaaaN. Getting a lot of kills over and over again. And we get another kill. Does Keith still play? I think I saw him. Yes.
Ready, yay.
I think I saw him. Yeah.
Mandatum. Ready.
Welcome everyone that speaks German as well. Please remember that only Mondays is our German day here. Every other day, English is the main language. What can Mongols even do here? In my opinion, die. In LaaaN's opinion, probably go Onager plus Skirms. But I always think Britain should do so much better.
Yay.
Well, we will see. Even villager count now. DauT with some more military. And... we have the siege workshop on the outside. Maybe he wants to go for Mango Dice. I don't think that Mango Dice is the unit. Mass Ram Skir might be an option. Maybe he goes for Mass Traps as well. Now text to fletching, but nothing except Mangonels for now. Is he really counting on DauT to miss micro that heavily? Because he will have quite some range. Look at that, 9 range now on his crossman. That's pre-Arbalest, pre-Bracer. And Mangonel only at 7. Look at that. What is he doing now? Mangonel comes out here. DauT splits away. Beautiful move. Gets the kill there, most likely. On its attack is coming around. DauT dodges that one as well. He's trading it 1 for 1. That's something he can absolutely live with. Chemistry behind this as well. Look at how stone and gold is together. Seen it quite often now on this arena generation. Yeah, Onager doesn't really work against Britons. Like, I think LaaaN's game plan is basically to hope that DauT does a mistake. And on a high level, that's not really how you should think. Military count 31-7 now. We see Botkin. We see Siege Engineers, so we're up to 9 range then. But it should be 9 range against 10, right? Yeah. And that's pre-Yeoman, so we can go up to 11. Did we just take Nomads? Okay, now he goes for Drill. Wants to have the speedy onagers. What about Drill onagers? Well, we will see about it. He is going for all the attacks for his siege. Let's see how DauT can micro against this. Still, should be fine, right? He does 3 damage there. It's only 20 Arbalest needed to kill the onagers. And they're moving forward, then moving back again. Not pretty. Villagers not in time to repair. KD 15-12. Still better for LaaaN, but lost quite a bit. And now DauT goes for Yeoman. Meaning 11 range on his Arbalest. Then it gets really tricky for LaaaN. Oh, now we have Drill. Look at those onagers moving forward. Oh, well, they are speedy all of a sudden. Maybe DauT needs to go into some light cav. DauT, well, then it gets tricky to really micro against that. Eats the full loss of a trap there. Siege Ram now behind this as well. LaaaN not going for any siege. Some contesting of the bottom here. Extra gold spot will go for DauT. Potentially at least parts of it. And he's controlling the other one fully. DauT now goes for Longbowman. And some light caps as well behind it. Ferrari Rams, yeah, let's see about them. If that's actually going to happen. DauT floating mass amount of resources. Could just go for light cav. He goes for guilds. Okay. Elite Longbowman could have been an option as well. And now traps out here. Oh, this is the mass siege play. I'm so a bit surprised that LaaaN isn't going for anything else. Just think about it. If DauT went like 10 light cav now, he'd just clear up everything. Ram moving forward. That's a lot of damage being soaked up by them. Onagers moving back and forth as well. And that castle cannot be saved. No HP upgrades on those either. And now we have the first light cav in the queue. We have conscription that won't finish, and DauT he might never get it then, or very late. Mass amount of siege here. Interesting play by our Mongols player. Will be funny if it works? Yes, it will be. DauT just taking so much time to go for the tech switch. Another ram going forward. DauT losing his castles here. One down, second one going down as well. Light cav tech just took so much time. DauT floating in those resources. You can see 130 villagers. Onagers now moving forward. Will get some kills against the villagers that are moving forward. And you can see no protection here for LaaaN. He doesn't have a single non-siege unit at the moment. Let's take a quick look at military. He has 1 monk, 16 siege, and now the light cav are moving in there. Onagers a bit exposed. Nice ground attack here. Some scouts are going down. Now the first mango die is being produced to control the light cav from moving in. And light cav tech didn't even finish yet. Pop 150 for LaaaN. DauT still with a 30 pop lead. Has tripled the military. LaaaN 30 idle villagers at the moment. What's happening here? Completely lacking with his macro. Ay, ay, ay. Also more upgrades on the manga dice. Monk going for some healing behind this as well. LaaaN could make an argument for an overboom there with 140 villagers. 32 of them still idle. Ay, 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 ay. Now the next move at that angle, DauT. Is he going for more castles? He goes for 1 now. I think he didn't get... No, he didn't get any trap upgrades. Mango is now holding the front. Do we see any connections against the archers there? Not now. And Ram coming over. They will easily get that wall down. Even fortified wall now being upgraded by Mr. DauT. Mangodai is dying there as well. Lightcav was completely cleared up. Those Rams still annoying, but not getting the kills. LaaaN down to 12 idols, but only at 22 military at the moment. Let's take a look at his resources. Absolutely at the limit, while DauT was floating endless amount of resources. Maybe another castle could be an option. Now text into Lightcav as well. It would be good if we can see the time. What do you think about this thing? Is it good? We're just now moving forward and gets an easy snack against all those villagers on the gold. But couldn't even run. Lightcav moving in again. Ooh, nice ground text there again. Onagers dying.
Lily high.
1 for now. In Tuzel. Hey yo. Some aggression here at the bottom. DauT going for some ramps as well. And LaaaN, he is getting to pop 200. And then it gets really scary. I thought the advantage earlier was on the Britain side. But DauT never got into the killing mood here. And, well, Mangodai is now protecting onagers and mass ramps. Feels really good. Some Lightcav coming over, trying to deal with this, but not fully upgraded. +1, +2 for now. Still no Hussars as well. And DauT, he will be annoying over there for sure. Lightcav trying to get the clear up, won't get it. And Rams, they could find another angle here. Castle there, still without masonry, and now we see the Warwolf tag out of DauT. Queued up after 2 Longbowman. Do we have elite, by the way? No, it's normal Longbowman. Mangodai is still protecting there, and those Lightcav, yeah, they have +4 defense, but no bloodlines means Arbalest. Oh no, Mangodai should actually deal with them quite reasonably well. Oh, and that castle has no chance of surviving. Way too many rams here. Not a lot of melee damage at the moment. Mangodais, they should maybe run out of there and just let the rams do their job. Yeah, they will die eventually, but they will get at least the siege workshop down, the castle down, maybe even hurt some of the archer ranges, and the castle indeed falls. Ooh, on it just moving forward. DauT still staying active there. The +2 range really helping him out over those onagers, and yeah, that's a lot of stuff going down here. Those rams, they are still active. Lightcav are moving over, but DauT is going for the counter attack behind this as well. But honestly, that's not too much going down here. The ram now as well is falling, and Hussars did get the clear off. Counter attack here by LaaaN was so much more efficient. Hussar production now rolling as well, +2, +2. Ooh, LaaaN is playing this really, really well. Mongols Death Ball. Well, we are still lacking defense upgrades on Hussars and on the Mangodais. Still no elite, but he's going into that direction for sure. Could also see SO.
Yay.
Hussar now getting the Raiden. Or do they really get the Raiden? At the moment, not too many villagers there. LaaaN at 9, 14 idle villagers now again. What's happening here? Just finished some of the farms, villagers scattered around everywhere. It's not that easy. Lightcav trying to go for another raid, Hussars trying to find something for themselves as well. Not really happening at the moment. Stables now being added up, and well, it just looks like massive amount of Hussars at the moment. Do you think he should go for SO? I don't think SO is adding too much, right? I think we are jumping to 75 HP. Damage output is basically the same. You always kill one Arbalest, and yeah, the splash radius is a bit bigger, but once you connect, you just kill everything there anyways. So I think I'd rather see the more onagers and more hussars than SO. I don't really see him connecting against DauT anyways. SO have more armor as well? Okay. And you're holding out a bit longer. Yeah, but I still don't see DauT eating the big shots. And LaaaAN's resources aren't that high compared to DauT. He's just floating in wood and gold. Do we have elite longbowman now? Yes, we do. 7 plus 4. The same amount. So what is that? That's one more range than an Arbalest. And one more armor and one more attack. Okay, sounds reasonable. LaaaAN's still way overboomed. I think 138 is fine. Okay, now we're moving out. Trying to get some connections in here. Normal Mangudai. Still only one defense upgrade. Hussars are coming behind us as well. Onager connections now flying in. We see the crossbowman or the Arbalest and longbowman moving back. All the onagers sniped in the back. Nice move there by DauT, but he lost the attack at the front. His light cav did just melt, and now the rams are pushing forward. One ram down, or one trap down by the ram. So we see more connections here at the side. Looks pretty solid. And he's trying to squeeze through the gate there behind this as well. Traps, can they be saved? At the moment, it looks like one or two more hits could be an option. Oh, the Rams are chasing this one down against all the traps. And yeah, more are falling. But yeah, 3 traps survived. That is a lot. Remember that we still have Warwolf behind this. And that was very costly when it comes to gold for LaaaAN. Yeah, DauT at only 90 villagers. You could make an argument to go for some more added villagers here. That's also one of DauT's gold spots that he's not getting at the moment. Okay, now repairing those traps. Hussar's doing a good job here. Also at the bottom, one Hussar is doing its work. Still lacking the last... Oh no, Mongols don't have the last defense upgrade, right? I'm a bit confused. Yeah. My bad. Mangudais could really use some more defense upgrades, though. Another castle that should just die, right? I think that's way too open. Rams now coming in. I think he should instantly delete that one, right? 2 Rams should maybe be enough to kill this one. And DauT, did he? I think he deleted it, right? 1.2k stone. Oh, now the big wraparound here. Let's take a look how LaaaAN can take this fight, is doing some damage, and will get a wraparound, will kill some army. Obviously, is getting completely cleared up there, but that's a trade of only Hussars against a lot of ranged units. Would have loved him to add 1 or 2 rams, maybe even 1 or 2 onagers behind this, but obviously easier said than done. Next castle here for DauT. Well, will be attacked quite heavily. 4 traps out for LaaaAN, and this one is way too open for my liking. I think that one should easily die to another ram attack. Where are the onagers? They're in the back here, but always getting sniped. DauT staying so active. Snipes down the Hussars behind us as well. Mangudais are coming over. Maybe making a goal against the other traps, because that should be an easy clear off now. LaaaAN trying to regroup now, and we're starting this series off with a very good game number 1. Remember, we are seeing all 3 games, no matter the score. Trap instantly dying as expected. Rams now making their go forward. Hussars behind this. I think he shouldn't even send the Mangudais. I think they're only here to do the clear up behind against the light cav. Onagers are moving forward. Can they get some connections? Okay, some over here in the center, and the other onagers still survive. Can he get the shot in? Not really. DauT too active to snipe this one down again and again. Nice move. Traps are now moving forward against the castle though, and LaaaAN, he got cleared up again. Rams now trying to get another connection against the traps. Nice split there. 1 trap down, make it 2 traps down. 3rd trap will probably fall behind this as well, and that is very costly for DauT, although he's still sitting on reasonable numbers. But the castle at the front will fall behind this as well, meaning he only has 2 castles. But remember, he has 4 relics against only 1 of LaaaN at the moment. Now some more snipes against the traps. Can he save that castle? I don't think so. 200 HP there, and indeed the castle is falling. Next go there with the hussars. First good connection here. Kills 5 longbowmen, and more hussars are moving forward. Just think about it, if he was trying to mix in some skirmishes. Onager connection now in the back finally. Oh, didn't really happen. DauT got away there. Another one. Gets a good one in. Gets another good one in. That was what we were waiting for. DauT being blocked by his own mining camp and the villagers. This is so good for him. Pop on at 90 against 120 here. DauT, that was something he was not allowed to let happen. It is so tricky. He did survive probably 30 minutes of dancing here, but it was not enough. What a sick game here by Mr. LaaaN. So many onagers, so many hussars, and DauT, he couldn't make it happen. He is now on full longbowman, but that castle will fall behind this. Rams are moving forward as well. Hussars in the back, and that's the worst scenario you have in an arena game. You cannot raid your opponent, and he's squeezing in some hussars. That is so ugly, and what a beautiful move here by Mr. LaaaN, getting the connection. DauT is still trying to micro this one. Sees okay, he might run out of gold at one point, but honestly, that's a goal for gold from DauT, and the castle is falling. That means longbowman production out of only one castle left. Now hussars getting the raid in the back there. One annoying one just died at that side, and DauT, what can he really do to hold on? I don't see anything. Now the archery range switch, maybe we finally see thumping and Pathian tactics. 180 against 120. DauT, he's trying to stabilize, builds another castle. Can he come back? He will get a nice snipe against the trap there. It's one shot against his own castle. Is fine behind this. Will be back to 2 castles. 130 pop for him. LaaaN is basically maxed out. Gets some more raids in the back end. DauT gets some more snipes. LaaaN, does he want to go for villagers? Does he want to go for the longbowman? Not the easiest decision for now. Obviously, like, you're slowing your opponent down. Finally, the reward, something I wanted to see for quite some time now. DauT never really adding any halberdiers kind of hurt him as well. This is so ugly. Now he's the one with 30 idle villagers. And LaaaN going for the next attack. Without even repairing fortified walls. It's actually taking so long here. Next ram go, maybe 1 or 2 traps behind this. I can see 2 traps, and yeah, he will break the wall, and he will get in there. LaaaN, no golden come at the moment. Did pull those villagers away, apparently. Not really sure what happened there. Yeah, the ram train is so good indeed. Now we're getting that kill in. Mango dies. Still lacking some upgrades. And yeah, now the castle is falling there as well. Now we're very close to the monastery. 4 relics could get ungarrisoned. DauT at pop 130. Hussars again, they don't want to take the fight. They just want to go for the kill. And what is there to really kill those rams? I don't see anything, and DauT, he might just drop quite heavily. Hussars now coming from behind. That's quite interesting. And I think, yeah, the longbowmen are still doing a good job. But what can they really do? Look at that. Rams swarming in. Hussars swarming in everywhere as well. DauT is just trying to make a hold happen. But that's not really on the menu. Beautiful play here by Mr. LaaaN. Did, in my opinion, play the way weaker civilizations Britain considered to be so good on arena. Mongols very slow to transition to their army. But LaaaN, he just played it so carefully. Got all the upgrades. Did get the perfect counter to DauT's army. And DauT never able to get the tech switch in. Never got into mass light cav to snipe the siege. Never got into halberdiers to deal with the hussars. And now he is just getting raided everywhere. G to the G. LaaaN is leading this one 1-0. Something I did not see coming after I saw those 2 civilizations. Remember, LaaaN still has Aztecs now. 4 synods behind this. Well played by our Spaniard. Very patient here. Did get instant drill. Did get the siege engineer upgrade. DauT always needs to go forward, back. Then we had the ram upgrade behind this, and LaaaN simply working with the 140 villager eco there. allowed him to go for the army composition that he so desired. Does this mean DauT is out? No, not at all. Who is rank 1 on the ladder right now? I just say it's Viper without looking. So LaaaN, more losses. Oh no, more kills, fewer losses. Did get a lot of raiding there. DauT got up to 99 army, but well, never really found an option. Never found anything to counter the big Ramgo. Didn't go for mass light cav. His side go was stopped quite early as well. LaaaN actually with 1345 opening there. Pretty damn sick. Pretty damn sick. Impressive play by Mr. LaaaN. Not much to say. Okay, now I will open Paint. And we see open with Paint. And DauT is losing his Britons. Maybe let's do it a straight line, right? Might be better. Sick. And on the other side we see no more Mongols. Hey! Ta-da! Master of Feint behind this. Okay, I can answer some questions for you. Viper doesn't really play ladder. No, you are completely wrong there. Let me take a look. Ladder number 1 at the moment is Viper. Yep. Hera is number 6. Vietnamese for LaaaN? I didn't draft. Mongol Siege greater Celt Siege? Only in speed. Not in fire rate. And not in HP. Can you dab for the stream? Yes. MS Paint reserved for only the greatest analysis. Yeah. Your player is DauT in the future? No. Sorry, just came. Who is antagonist? LaaaN. It's both names on the stream at the screen at the moment. So next map will be CNodes then, right? What are we expecting as civilizations? Probably Aztecs against Vikings then? Or is he going for Slavs? Here's Malians for Nomad. And Italians probably for Nomad as well. Interesting. Will you dab for stream? No. Not without any incentive. Why doesn't he just go by antagonist? That would be something. That would be something. So we're jumping into CNodes, and indeed I predicted civilizations correctly, but obviously with those options, not the biggest surprise. And game number 2 in this 3 games played series will be on CNodes. DauT is playing with the Vikings. On the other side, we have Mr. LaaaN playing as the Aztecs. I saw yesterday playing as good as DauT.
But
Thanks. I actually played off stream, but good, glad that you follow me. What is this group stage for? To decide who goes into the finals! Exclamation mark fight night. Why are Aztecs so good on CNodes? Well, CNodes is a land-based map. Not super easy to wall. Gold spots not always easily protected. Therefore, you want the civilizations that get a lot of aggression out very early on. And Aztecs just shines there. Strong economy, and the extra gold allows you to go for man-at-arms a bit faster as well. Then Eagle Warrior transition. And yeah, a lot of map control. If you aren't dabbing at least twice a day, you'll get cancer hurt. Okay.
Who?
Reading the chat sometimes does the same for me. I was annoyed at LaaaN for having 2 nicks, but now everyone is doing musical chairs with their names. It seems as bad. Okay.
Ja.
What? DauT now going back. We will very likely see a double man-at-arm opening. Gold spots for LaaaN, very bad. It's pretty open here. See the gold pretty close at this area as well.
Raiding party!
Hey, yo, Mr. MBL.
Warte.
Didn't you say you were planning with a long stream today?
Ho.
Welcome everyone. At the moment we are casting DauT versus LaaaN. We just had a beautiful Mongols against Britons game where LaaaN won with Mongols over DauT's Britons on Arena. Not a single Vololo happened that game. So MBL might have enjoyed that one. And yeah, now we are in 3-game series, this 3,100 euro tournament. The other 2 players in the group are the Lees and the Viper. If you could have taught DauT last match, what would you have been your advice for him?
Ja.
Do I have map hacks or not?
Warte. Ja.
I'm not sure if he saw the Siege Workshop, for example. So it's tricky to say what he saw, since I saw everything.
Ja.
Oops, oh yeah, that was a close save.
Win.
Okay, 4 on wood here, nothing too special. 3 on wood for Mr. Lanny Boy. The Lantagonist, how we should call him from here on. Take a look, scouting for DauT. He sees the very open gold spot, knows that the TC has to be over here. And on the other side, LaaaN, what does he see at the moment? He sees the main gold spot as well, knows everything as well. So pretty standard. No map packs, but after the first and the second raid. Yeah, maybe I would have, like, I don't know what he scouted. So tricky for me to say. If he did see the Siege Workshop, then I would have advised him to never move in.
Ja.
Yeah.
Bother.
Probably some more outposts to see if we see a skirm transition. Probably more traps, a castle a bit earlier. Because he was controlling a lot. Yeah, it is not that easy
Ja.
to get into the position.
Win.
Ho.
You know, like, people as casters have a very easy job of criticizing the players because they simply see what's going on and what's the proper reaction to what's happening. But you first of all are playing at the same time, so you need to macro, micro and everything, so that kind of takes away from your brain power. And simply not having a map hack kind of hurts your decision making as well, right? So, pop 21 by LaaaN, pop 22 by DauT, and we have indeed the man-at-arm opening, now sending 1 village over. Try explaining that to Memp.
Okay.
No.
Orc.
Like, it's... The
Jay.
thing is... like, yeah. Oh, man-at-arm forward. And if I say man-at-arm forward, I mean men and man-at-arm forward. Hello. Look at those. Those are like the 7 dwarfs, like hey de yodi, 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 we go forward, we build a tower, we try to trust you. Okay, we're just chilling. Hey de yodi, 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 hey de yodi. And now going to the other side. Let it go, thanks for the gifted sub, my man. And that man-at-arm aggression will be pretty brutal. And LaaaN, he did scout the opening there. Scout now at the wrong side. That's why DauT is opening that area. He did see the forward coming over. And LaaaN, what does he see? He knows about the main gold spot. Man-at-arm upgrade now earlier than DauT's. DauT will have more HP on his militia, but will need to run back. That's 4 man-at-arms for both players. But LaaaN, he will have the aggression and will be able to pressure this. DauT now pulled some villagers behind this as well. LaaaN, does he want to build his tower here? Wants to wait. DauT with the instant defensive tower. I think that's a good choice. I think that's a good choice. And yeah, LaaaN didn't really know how to engage this one. Militia will soon have, I believe, 50 to the 45 HP. Scout is around as well. DauT now walling this one off. And DauT with a perfect reaction had his eco idle for only a very short time. And at the other side, LaaaN. Okay, he didn't go on stone yet. But that's a lot of, well, walking time lost here. Should DauT get map hack? Well, won't hurt. Won't hurt. Okay, now that tower won't really block the gold. DauT only on 75 stone as well, so didn't go for his gold at the side or at the bottom, at the top there. And DauT, I think he can still reach his gold. Okay, now he moves on to stone with 4 villagers. And DauT even decides to go for the counter attack here. That's a ballsy move. 5 men-at-arms going forward. He thinks he will defend against this. Oh boy, that counter-attack. Gold is open, now sends 2 villagers onto stone. Should be fine with that. Scout still full HP. I think he can even hunt those 2 down. Oh, DauT. That's a ballsy move. Now needs to pull his villagers away. He could just crush this, right? With 5 men-at-arms. Also, if you counter-attack, you don't even need the 5th one. 4 stone over there, gets a good scout off, tries to get the kill against those 2 villagers on gold. Scout needs to be around there though to get the kill, and now LaaaN even walls behind this. This looks pretty damn good for our Spaniard. Someone walls behind this now. The mill even went down. Some HP lost here, Mr. LaaaN, but gets out of there with everything alive. So that's kind of okay. Someone walls behind this. I think just stonewalling there might be a good option. And indeed, that's what he does. Perfect reaction there. 178 HP quite quickly. Now building another house. DauT even outpost rushing himself. Built the defensive archer ranges as well. Very compact economy here. DauT scout trying to find some opening. Men-at-arms still at the aggression, but LaaaN, he just needs 2 archers out. How is his gold looking? 76. DauT, what is that scout doing? That's a lot of HP loss unnecessarily. Walls at the front. Now just a second tower rush by LaaaN. Could be really damn strong. What are those villagers up to? And indeed, they're going for the stone at the top. I think LaaaN will just try to hold this and will play a big feudal age attack. I think against all this, but DauT with a good defensive tower already. Honestly, that makes the push forward so much trickier. Now we need to build the tower over there to block the wood line. And then DauT kind of has this one safe again. Okay, nice defensive tower for sure. Lots of pressure on that mining camp. We need to see some repair. Indeed, that's coming. Did it for the second archer. That's why he did hold out so long there. Kind of important that he snipes the scout first. 22 HP on this one. That's a big mistake here by LaaaN. And oh boy, drops down to 10 HP. And then the scout should get away. 5 HP maybe. DauT. 5 HP. Went for the greedy last hit there and did get it off. Nice move. DauT. He can move forward though with some archers and some skirmishes and can continue pressuring that gold. Lands other gold spots over here and over here. So not that easy for him. Men-at-arms did randomly find a village over there. Fetching now. Still very little gold control. Goes over there to the deer. Defense might be happening. 19 HP on the scout. Where's the other archer? Did try to heal up, but only got 1 more HP on himself. Skirms around those 2 villagers. Do they want to run or do they try to make something happen? Archers could be around. DauT should get the kills here if he micros correctly. And just passes them. Ay. Okay, Skirms now having quite an easy task of fighting this one back. Meanwhile, we have another tower here. Nice defensive tower by DauT to react to that. Wanted to save its farms. Even rebuild his mill there at the same spot. Kind of interesting. But makes a lot of sense. Didn't really have a lot of space to play with at the front. No fletching yet by Mr. LaaaaaN. DauT is getting it now, but LaaaaaN not having any gold. I think just sending like 3 villagers over there, get some gold and stay on to a lot of skirmishes won't be the worst option. And that tower easily killed. Only 2 men-at-arms out now. DauT playing Hoang style? Absolutely not. Okay, fletching now by LaaaaaN as well. Did he have a market? Oh yeah, he built a market. Just to get it. Interesting. Mouse comes in the way. Goes for defense upgrade even. Interesting. So micro back the 1 archer. That's basically the damage dealer against all the men-at-arms. Men-at-arms shouldn't really get any defense upgrades, right? Yeah, no upgrades on them. Makes a lot of sense. DauT only now with the wood upgrade, but totally fine as well. Defensive tower now there for Mr. LaaaaaN. Resources absolutely at the minimum for DauT pretty much as well. He wants to start the trush now against the gold though. If he builds that tower, he could open himself for another tower here. That could block this gold because that tower is only blocking towards the front. Archers moving forward. Only 1 archer range. Yeah, you're at 6. Yeah, you're producing faster. But it just feels like DauT is getting numbers out. Villagers now fighting as well. Needs to micro this one back. Eats a lot of damage from those men-at-arms. He's not really getting the kills in. And men-at-arms now dying. Tower at 9 HP. DauT, could he maybe focus this one down? 9 HP, get the kill. DauT, micro. Ah! Not going to happen. Okay. And yeah, now the tower has more HP. Ay. DauT 4 villagers ahead behind this. Economy should be somewhat even. Obviously, Aztecs eco pretty much out of this world if you don't consider upgrades. And DauT already having wheelbarrow as Vikings. Obviously, won't mind that too much either. Now another tower here trying to block the gold again, or what? Kind of interesting.
But nay.
Very tower intense game on this very open and aggressive map. C Notes was in the map pool earlier. Comparable to Arabia in some ways. Okay, that tower is being stopped. Is he trying to pull another tower here? Would really surprise me. And yes, he is, but that should easily get stopped by Mr. LaaaaaN. Sees it instantly. And yeah, shouldn't really have a problem. Now the skirmishers coming from the top there. Can he take the fight? Tries to rush out another defensive tower. Probably just wants to micro get bit against the villagers. Buy himself some time. Trading off skirm v skirm. DauT even going for scouts behind this. That makes very little sense to me. You're facing so many towers already. That is so weird. That is so weird. LaaaaaN up pretty soon. DauT, well, now with the added stable and the scouts, put himself a bit further behind. Where is he sending that scout? Did he cancel the scout? No. Oh, the scout's over there to clear up those villagers. And villagers could actually even kind of fight. One is getting into the tower there. And yeah, that tower won't reach the gold, so not too scary either. Now rushing down the front here. DauT can click up any second. LaaaaaN already at 20%. And LaaaaaN now 9 villagers behind. Pretty brutal for him. No idea if he has wheelbarrow. Yes, he does. 18 food? What? 19 food. Okay. Now at barracks number 2. Wants to go on to full eagle. And that means that DauT kind of is forced into longswords. Will he scout that? Will he get the vision? Let's go into his POV and try to understand what's happening here. So he sees the tower having fletching. He knows one barracks. Look at that. So close. 1 tile away from knowing that the second barracks is being built. Even has the line of sight upgrade. Skirm's running around berserks, you say? Well, he has 200 stone. Here he goes on to knights, but knights without bloodlines. Makes it tricky. Only 2 barracks still. And he stays on kind of 2 barracks. I'm a bit surprised. He has enough wood to go for more. Now sends more villagers on to gold. Does he want to rush out a TC there? Or does he... No, can't build it on the top. Goes for some stone. Now the eagles are shown. So DauT knows what's up. Can easily fight those scouts off as well. Shouldn't really lose a single villager there. Yeah, no problemo. Builds a random house. And DauT, he goes for the +1 defense. Builds another defensive tower. And that will be mass Vikings Knights against double barracks Eagles without the full committal here. We have 1 defense upgrade and only 2 barracks. So, actually, LaaaaaN, he takes the boom approach behind this. House still here, Skirm's running around. Those villagers are still idle. Could run away. Lots of blockage on that gold. Now the first eagles are moving in. +2 attack from DauT even. So the knights will be just banger here. +2, +1. Let's see what they can find. Defensive monastery as well. Think could have also been built here to defend the back a bit more, but he gets the other TC up. Then he just wants to go for the raid. But thinks better of it. Doesn't really want to waste those eagles and goes back. Well, let's take a look. Tower is helping out a bit. And DauT, does he want to take this engagement? No, he does not. And is going back. Eagle saving himself there as well. LaaaaaN, I think he's doing everything right. Yeah, he's 6 villagers behind. But he's working on 3 TCs now. Builds defensive monasteries or defensive monks with his monastery. Might catch some relics for himself. And those knights, especially without +2 defense, won't find too many kills in my opinion. Let's take a look. Villagers kind of exposed. No reaction here by LaaaaaN. Okay, now sends them in. 2 villagers lost. Something DauT can live with. Oh no, but now forgot about the knights. We still have some engagement at the other side as well. Kind of a very aggressive game now. Not getting the big kills in, but so much happening at so many different fronts. DauT goes for more knights. How is his boom looking? He plays with 2 TCs here. Still no control over his gold. Now the wall behind this. Nice move. But I think we could see a monk or some eagles come over to clear this one up. Why did we not see a conversion there? Didn't we have a monk around? I'm a bit surprised.
But nay.
Does LaaaaaN have wheelbarrow? Yeah, we already showed that. I would be surprised if he has hand cards. Knight, very low HP now. 6 there. Gets out alive though. Skirms going for another raid. DauT goes for TC number 3. Villager count now pretty much evened up. Interesting how quote-unquote defensively LaaaaaN played this with only 2 barracks, 1 monastery, and the triple TC boom. Maybe felt his map was too open. Conversion happening here? Not really. One conversion instantly. Monk is even saved. Second conversion behind this one as well. Loses the Monk, but that's totally fine here for the defense. DauT, he's simply lacking the defense upgrade there. He is taking so much damage under those towers. TCs are obviously firing as well if he goes at the left-hand side. He is finding more and more kills though, but only 2 ahead by now. And Vikings, they really need their eco advantage. DauT is most unpredictable. He can go head-to-head with Viper and also lose to Huang next day. Yeah, I said it several times. Huang has 0 chances against DauT. Like, honestly, if people think Huang has a chance, please PM me. You will get very good odds. Like, honestly, I don't even see why people... Like, obviously, like, Huang is an entertaining player. But the series can't be entertaining. Or I'm completely confused. Going against DauT series. Shouldn't really be that competitive. But we will see. Skirm's still running around. Oh, DauT now getting a castle up in the center of the map. Okay, on the other side we have 3 barracks working and then berserks. What are we doing against berserks? Huh. LaaaaaN now 20 villagers behind. What happened there? Weren't we even in the 60s? DauT with 3 TCs. That looks like he goes for TC number 4 with those villagers. Indeed, that's happening. And yeah, the rage is so good. LaaaaaN couldn't really react to this. Do Jaguars kill berserks? Absolutely shred them. But I don't think that that's something we will see. How much stone are we sitting? LaaaaaN has 120 stone at the moment. Only 59 villagers and... Wong should get the conversion. Indeed, gets one. Wants to run away. DauT gets another kill. DauT with such a massive lead. LaaaaaN, he will even lose his villagers building the houses. So he will be stuck at 78 out of 80 for quite some further time. Luckily lost some villagers, so he frees up a bit of pop space to build more villagers. You hear the irony. Now some more berserks, relics are continuing, or conversions are continuing. 30 villager lead now here by the Lord. We'll get another conversion. DauT needs to run though. But he has to be happy how his last seconds are running, or how they went. I just keep on checking on those skirmishes. They confuse me so much. DauT now goes for the monastery as well. Goes for some more houses. LaaaaaN 81 out of 80. Something we don't see too often. And, well, we'll get a solid clear off against all those in the center. DauT, it wouldn't surprise me too much if he thinks about going Imperial Age pretty soon as well, though. Villager lead. Now, close to 40 even. Holy guacamole. Now Berserk's moving in, +2 attack. Goes for Squires to chase them down a bit better. Oh, well, those knights are kind of on the ambitious side, but might even get out of there alive. Indeed they do. Oh no, indeed they don't. Indeed they do. Crossbowman tag now for LaaaaaN. Wants to have a counter against those berserks, but they will have the mobility and they will be able to attack different angles. This gold still not freed either. Eagle's now going to the center and they're getting completely shreked here if he isn't going back, and hoi 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 hoi. He is going back. DauT moving out, goes for another mining camp there with his villagers. Up to Imperial Age is Mr. DauT. On the other side, well, LaaaaaN will click pretty soon as well. 170 stone in the bank only though, so Jaguars quite out of the question at the moment. Villager lead over 40 even. Over 40 here for DauT, and well, he just keeps being annoying with all his knights. Such a great efficiency. Berserks look so nice now. Yeah, absolutely agreed. Look at how they're chasing it down. God, is that pretty.
Rogan?
Hell done? Thanks, my man. Thanks for your prime. DauT, did he just fake some quick walls? Didn't really happen, right? And that knight in the back is dying as well. LaaaaaN at 66 villagers. I think that's something we saw 5 minutes ago as well. Have you already seen Mamluks used in the matches? I don't remember. No. Obviously, Saracens are so different now. Their gameplay shifted a bit away from that. Mining camp quite far away from the stone, but not the most important thing. Both players on the way to Imperial Age now. 703 stone for DauT. Could go for a second castle. 450 here. Going for Arbalest. Against all those berserks. I think DauT, he just needs to send some villagers around. and prepare a Ramgo over here. That could be an option. Then send the Zergs around. Controls the left-hand side first. And, well, still close to a 50 villager lead. Castle now going up in the center. I think DauT. That should be on the same elevation, right? Maybe a bit higher. Maybe a bit higher. The castle. Than the traps if they're positioned themselves over here. And yeah, that castle should not be stopped. I think Crossman and Monk should get the proper clear up if he's actually starting some conversions and if the Crossmen are starting to shoot, which they will. +2 defense. Now we see Elite Berserks, we see Arson, we see the +4 defense as well, and DauT, he's just hungry to finish this game off. Goes for the continued attack here. Crossmen are still doing a solid job before we have all the upgrades though, and well, Castle's clearing up. DauT with a bit of waste, I would say. Only got one monk there, some crossbows, maybe some villagers. But well, if you're over 55 villagers ahead, you don't mind that too much. Moving forward at the left-hand side is stable. Not something we see too often from Vikings, but in this case, absolutely makes sense. He has the map control. He wants to raid some more. And look at that. Just so active with those scouts and knights over and over again. Just brutal. Meanwhile, Arbalest embraced the attack, so LaaaN knows exactly what he wants to go for. Berserks. They are here for another raid at the angle, though. And Berserks finding more villager kills here. This is so brutal. And yeah, this map, yeah, just plays out very aggressively. In Castle Age, if you're not walled, and LaaaN only going for 2 barracks there, means you need to have a good defense, and he simply never got the monk numbers out to get the defense there. Wall just very little. Yeah, his map was very bad, but then maybe playing it hyper aggressively could have been a good option for him. Maybe just playing it 3-4 barracks and full eagles is the way to go. Now he's just getting punished everywhere. Elite Berserk streaming in. Look at that. Fudiko in the back attacked again. 64 villagers here against the 150, 160 pop of LaaaN even. No way to attack this. DauT got just so much done with his knights in Castle Age. And look at the LaaaN's base. That's basically what it looked like at the 25-minute mark, 30-minute mark or something. LaaaN did a good job of getting onto reasonable villager numbers, but simply so little military. DauT with a double stable switch here as Vikings. Not something we see too often, but he absolutely made it work with all those skills. And now we go into game number 3 with an even score. Remember that every game counts in this group stage. Military. DauT with more kills, some more raisings as well. We had the tower rush on both sides there, and DauT's eco just so much better. Look at that, 7k more food, 4k more wood, more stone, more gold, everything for him. Villager, look at that, 77 high in 44-minute game. Whew. And he didn't get a raid in for quite some time either. That obviously hurts even more than. And let me get back to paint. So it's now no more Vikings. And on the other side, we have no more Aztecs. And honestly, I would say this still looks good for DauT because he got Malians against Italians. Or even Vietnamese on Nomad. We will see about that right after this commercial break. Kids, this is how Vikings invaded America? Really? There will be a patch coming out in the next hours? Okay. How is the German casting scene in AoE2? I'm casting Mondays, if there are tournaments. And Bonjour is casting tournaments Wednesdays and Thursdays, 1 month long. Except that nothing is really happening, German casting scene wise. There's one small channel, Bot Canaro. I think that's only YouTube though. Yeah. Will you be playing Hidden Cup 3? Yes. I have my first game tomorrow. Only British, French, I guess. Spanish invaded America, I guess. Okay. Rage of Empires history, sadly? Yes, indeed. When you versus Huang, best 21. The moment you give us the prize money for it. Okay, so there will be a game update coming today. Okay, that's only like technical fixes though. Shouldn't really change the gameplay, right? Implement additional fixes, fixes several text alignment issues, fix an issue with cursors. Yeah. So nothing too important. Yeah. It's more like a hotfix. Yeah, I'm a bit confused by the naming as well. Yeah. And it's Age of Empires 1 as well. Yeah, that makes so much more sense. Yeah. What Spectre mod are you using? NAC3 mod. Who wants to bet how the patch will break the game this time? If anything, the hotfix earlier this month was the big update. Yeah, I think there's something announced for later this month. Obelix with the fake news. Okay, guys, let's jump into Nomads. Malians against Italians. Kind of the obvious choice. Still a bit surprised that we had Vietnamese there in the end. Oops, this is the right overlay now. And we will have DauT playing Malians. He will drop the dock at the top and he will build his TC. Whew, doesn't have a good spot here. Oi. That doesn't look too pretty. Okay, builds it on the hill there. But that's only wood control. Oh god, that's so bad for DauT. No gold around for him. He needs to run quite far to get any gold. On the other side, we have LaaaN even having this gold there. Ay. So, Malians for DauT. And l'antagonist is playing Italians here. Dock at the top. So DauT should have the better opening. No boars around this. We have one boar, some deer, 2 boars. If he finds those. Running around with his sheep. So that's a good opening. 10-minute game? No, will be longer. Okay, LaaaN. He has 2 boars around. Deer next to the TC. Close gold spot. That would have been like the key TC of all times, guys. That would have been the craziest TC of all times. Holy guacamole. How do the sheep report back what they have scouted?
Impero.
They probably mass it back. I'm not sure if you wanted to do the joke or if that was me coming up with it. Okay, LaaaN now with the dock at the bottom could even take this boar behind it. Guys, some people say it's a bad joke. Please don't get mad at me. What's the secret to good joke timing? I don't know. If you know it, please tell me. Guys, don't get angry at me. Don't kill the messenger. Oh, he's running away with that villager. Quite interesting. Why didn't he go for that boar? It's absolutely in range to get it, right? Bit surprising to me. Meh. 46 food. Not the greatest thing ever. The fishing ship could be queued up as well. Maybe forgot that you have them a bit cheaper. Do you like the Civ Khmer? You wrote that incorrectly, my man.
Pero.
3 fishing ships at the top. Sheep getting some scouting off here. What's a Civ to rush early? Depends on the map.
Presto.
Something like Japanese could be good, Bulgarians could be good, Burmese could be good, Aztecs could be good. Without loom? No way. He had loom. For the luring. He researched loom very quickly. Uh-oh, DauT. Well, he will have a good idea where the TC of LaaaN is. In the back, even shooting him in the back. Okay, DauT 2 workers ahead. He did find some gold now at the top. Or did he? Yes, indeed. Get some idea there. We'll probably go for that boar as well. Shoots it twice. Then goes over here. And still no idea about those 2 boars. Oh, that hurts. This one and this one. He didn't scout them. He's sending the sheep around to find the dock placement. Didn't really get the dock placement though. And now he sends another villager around there. Oh, that's stream sniping, my man. Don't like that too much. Thought you only need to shoot boar once to lure them. Yeah, that's why I mentioned that he shot it twice. Because that was so unusual. DauT still with a nice equal lead here. Pretty surely one of the top 2 civilizations in the game. Persians and Mayans. DauT playing King of the Hill. Yeah. Let's say he's playing the hill. We will see about the king. How could DauT know that ball location? He just is watching the stream. As everyone should. Just get some more scouting intel with that, right? Persians, but Anta is using Italians. Yeah, Persians was banned. But that ain't fair. Well, try to complain. How many fishing ships will they have as they queued up the first fire ships? 8? Maybe even more. We have 7 over here, make it 8 in total. And we have 7 over here. Yeah, so 8 seems like a reasonable number. Wouldn't be super surprised if we see more. Okay, DauT now sending his villagers over there. Not really sure about his opening. LaaaN is following this one up. He is obviously going for water as well. And DauT going for 9 fishing ships while we see the 7 and the second dock at that area. So LaaaN will go very heavily here. DauT building another dock at that area. Chat, mixed berry or strawberry juice? I would say strawberry juice. Another sheep joke? No. Unless you donate. But I warn you, I'm not sheep. Okay, so what are we seeing here? We see a triple fire galley here from DauT. Did dock double here? Did he know about the other spot? And yeah, indeed, he did scout the dock there. So he's going for some aggression. He's even going for some from the very top here. That's a weird choice. Probably wants to build some fishing ships later on there. Okay, so it's full water fight for now. Triple dock and land. He docked into the landlock there, but actually gets solid control over one of the deep fish. Is he maybe building a fourth dock? That wouldn't really make a lot of sense. Double fire galley, one demo for the defense. Could maybe repair some of the fishing ship there. And yeah, we'll get an easy defense here. DauT needs to micro back as well. What nationality is Wang? Vietnamese.
Presto.
Yeah, landlocked. Indeed. Okay, tries to debate in. Wants to get the connection with the demo. Let's take a look at that. LaaaN is microing this one in DauT. Ooh, bop, 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 bop. Okay, not just a prank. Just a prank. Nothing to see here. How are Castle Ages looking? 400 food for LaaaN. And DauT sitting at 250 food. Has only one worker more. We see 9 from LaaaN. DauT is sitting at 9 as well. And that one, is he going from the complete other side? Okay, now he has 10. Demo connection there. Not quite a poor one. Are some community games today? No, I'm not really the community kind of guy. I did some on German Mondays though. But very unlikely that we'll ever do community games. Not in between tournaments. In English. Whoopa. Not the greatest connection by DauT. And yeah, this is pretty stalemated here. I'm a bit surprised that we don't see a transition into galleys. DauT, 330 food, 120 gold. Now added a stable behind this as well. It just feels like LaaaN's map is too compact for that though. Gets the buildings up. And I think he will be up to Castle Age so much faster. Now tries to micro a bit here. Demo connection, not that pretty by DauT again. LaaaN could maybe go for something. Lots of low HP. Fire galleys at the front. Demo connection here. Do we see it? And the first one is pretty good. The second one following this one up. And he is totally fine if he just trades over the demo. And indeed he does. Great move here by LaaaN. 4-1 KD for him. And yeah, simply has to be happy. He should be up to Castle Age any second. What's happening here? Oh, he clicked away from the market. He somehow clicked away from the market. Oh, what happened there? Now clicks up. Well, DauT. He stays in feudal age. He wants to go for scouts. Uh-oh, this will be problematic. Okay, now a villager around to get some repair. DauT. We'll get another poor demo here. If it connects at all. And yeah, literally no damage. Or close to no damage, let's call it that way. Okay, now he sees the scouts, is going for the quick walls at the top. That should be pretty easy for him. Pulls those villagers away, and that's what I said. Like, LaaaN's eco is so compact, he doesn't really have too many villagers around anywhere that could get raided. And DauT scouts are doing very, very little now. Now rushes out a barracks. Villager maybe exposed a bit there. Needs some more walls at the top. And I think done with 2 spearmen, he should absolutely be fine. Villager could be attacked here. Okay, now gets away. Indeed, those walls are coming up. Oh, that was a solid demo connection behind this though. DauT now taking the fight 6 against 6. And LaaaN's micro is a bit better. No demo connections at the moment. Both players now going for full demo behind this though. And nice micro again by both players. Demo connection now by DauT could be solid. Indeed, it's very solid. And DauT survives with 4 fire ships behind this. And LaaaN just losing everything shortly before reaching Castle Age. DauT has to be happy with that. Now tower v tower fight, but LaaaN is actually attacking the house instead of the tower. Nice move. First villager down. LaaaN in some pain now. Fire ships or fire galleys trying to get the connection. LaaaN, he goes for fire ship upgrades, but oh, DauT even building the trade cock. Are you kidding me? 53 gold for him per trip. Oh, got it, got it, got it. He is completely humiliating Mr. LaaaaaN. Now, scouts around here as well. Let's take a look what those villagers will get up to. Scouts want to find the kill here. And yeah, that one will work, actually. That trade cock will work. There's LaaaaaN getting back to water. At the moment, just tries to go back and forth with his fishing ships at the side. Finally, we get the kill there. Still both players without fletching. DauT will be up behind the snow. 140 stone. Geppetto is a bit out of the question. Spearman getting an easy defense against the scouts there. And now finally the clear up on water. LaaaaaN back onto 38 workers. Took him some time though. And now he needs to make something happen and free himself. He will run out of good fish eventually though. How much is a trade cock? I think it's the same cost as a fishing ship, no? Not a fishing ship. Normal trade card. And trade cock, yeah, 1 and 50. But that's cheaper for Malians. Oh, no, it's not cheaper for Malians. No, cheaper for Koreans. And for Portuguese. Or is it? Not cheaper for Koreans? Really? Why is it not cheaper for Koreans? Oh, they only get military cheaper? Okay, okay. Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, I can see that. Next stock by DauT, a pretty good one. Love that. And LaaaaaN, yeah, he's even in the worker department again. Now builds a monk to defend against potential night attack. Okay, so Portuguese, do they get it cheaper? Probably not either, right? DauT gets the castle up here. And will block a lot of the wood line. Could have even gone more aggressively here if you ask me. If he can squeeze it in there, I'm not sure. But I think he could have. Yeah, DauT very scared of that castle. Now gets gill nets behind this. Pretty solid job there. And pushes this one back. And next trade core, can he get... That's a good connection first to begin this one off. Where's the trade cock? Where's the... Is he going back? Yeah, with the full 53 gold again. Solid job by him. Fishing ships. Now in some problems. DauT won't really get the connection in. Patrols there or right clicked. And yeah, okay, that was a solid one. Gets the kill there of 2 ships. And now could go for a lot of Geppettos. Not easily converted behind this though. Get the demos on the fish. Yeah, that would have been the kill. But not going to happen. Second trip for the trade cock. And yeah, I think you need 3 trips, right? And then it's worth it. Is he getting... Yeah, I think this is the furthest dock, right? I believe so. Is the trade cock worth it now? No, needs a 3rd trip. Okay, Geppettos. 3 Geppettos should one-shot a monk. Let's see if it comes to that. Okay, now gets an upgrade. Then we need 5 shots, kind of, to kill the Geppettos. And they get the first kill. They get the second kill. Oh god, that was so unfortunate for LaaaaaN. In another universe, you get the double conversion there. This time he got not a single one. Unlucky for him. Fire Galley still kissing each other here. DauT with a massive win though. Uh-oh. LaaaaaN. Did he just lose all his water? Looks like it. DauT with a solid lead now. Oof. Gold and stone very open. 580 for LaaaaaN. Where does he want to build his defensive castle? Maybe something here. Where else could we see a good spot? This feels kind of natural for a defense, but then you can get attacked at the top. Ooh, kind of feels like LaaaaaN even needs to go for 2 docks there. And oh, Oh, the fire ship is not really going deep enough to get the kill there. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, Red could actually wall all his fishing ships in there. Could build a dock here and protect all the fish. But easier said than done. Goes for a redock at the left-hand side. Interesting, but DauT had the same idea. Next ship better move in. Not really coming. If DauT wins this, needs 3-0 Viper or is 2-1 enough? We can take a look at it later on. But I think it also depends on how many games Viper takes against LaaaN then. Right? Oh no, he already played LaaaN. Yeah, he 3-0'd LaaaN, 2-1 Villiers. So he has 5 points. Yeah, we will do nearly math later. I think that makes more sense than now. That will be 4-2 after the series. If he wins this game, you mean? Okay, well then a 2-1 over Viper will be enough for him in the last week. Pushing that villager away. Oh god, it could have been so much. Oh, LaaaN, did you not see this? LaaaN didn't see it. I'm pretty sure 2-1 is enough. DauT 20 population ahead now. Clears up the full water. Has to be happy with this. Impressive play by him. Distance was obviously so good behind this. That he could boom basically uncontested while putting a lot of pressure onto LaaaN, who then couldn't defend properly against all the scouts. Gebetto's now trying to find another kill. Woo, no forging on those. If he had forging, he could have gotten the kill. It's basically the same as knights. 10 basic damage output, 1 armor for those villagers. So if you get forging, the armor is basically neglected and you need 4 hits instead of 5. Oh, the trade cock is back. Oh no, all the dogs killed. Where did? Oh, it's now going into the other dock. Wants to trade over there. Ay 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 ay. Oh god, DauT getting more kills here. LaaaN. Ay ay ay. That's just brutal. Sends those villagers back into the TC. He's just trying to hold on. Obviously knows it gets really tricky. He plays Villiers then next week. Oh no, not next week, in 2 weeks. Probably fighting for spot number 3 and 4 in this group. Although, technically, let me think about it. Villiers has 1 win, 2 wins. So Villiers could actually still overtake DauT. If Villiers wins 3-0 and DauT loses 3-0, Villiers could still get second in the group. Yeah. So actually, and LaaaN I think is fighting for 3rd and 4th in the group. Nearly math again. DauT now reaches Imp, and this is the moment where we type GG as antagonist fans. Congratulate DauT to a good series. Tell him, okay, we tried to fight, we got a castle up, but we don't have anything more to play in this game. GG, DauT is taking it 2-1 in, yeah, a nice comeback series here for the Lord. Likely that he will finish second now in the group, would secure himself 300 euros, but he can still take a 2-1 victory over the Viper in 2 weeks and then become first in the group, guaranteeing himself 700 euros or the fight for 1.4k. The second guy in the group is already eliminated. Indeed, that's how it works. And yeah, so DauT guaranteed to get money after the series. LaaaN still has to fight the next games in this group in 2 weeks. Next week, we in the fight night will see, I think, me against Tedo and Hera against Nikov. Yeah. On Wednesday, on Thursday. DauT 2-1 KD. The eco was so much better for him. And that's the power of the scouting sheep, right? He knew exactly what LaaaN was going for. And had 26 more villagers there. Could boom in the back. Could go for the aggression at the front. And yeah.